Hi guys, for today's video blog I wanted to talk about an incident that happened last week and share with you why I think it's important to make sure you get good legal advice. My name is Phillip Millar and I'm the founder of Millar's Law, and we represent a variety of clients all around southwestern Ontario. The other week I was communicating with somebody who had been in a motor vehicle accident, and as most of you know, lawyers in these types of cases will take a percentage of whatever is received for the client. It's called contingency fee billing, and the reason why this is done is it allows people who don't have a lot of money the ability to sue insurance companies and people who have hurt them, because you can't pay all the legal fees and all the disbursements associated with these types of files. It can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. For example, a simple car accident, we're going to pay about $5,000 to $10,000 in the first 3 or 4 months just getting medical records and securing expert reports. Most people who get in car accidents who are hurt or can't work, they can't do that anymore. So I find it's a fair way for us as lawyers to help people. If companies have a lot of money, they pay lawyers by the hour and they just pay for the services, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose, the lawyer gets paid. In our case, we don't get paid unless we win or unless we settle. Unfortunately, a lot of people out in the industry really have no intention of ever fighting to trial. They just want to settle and take 1/3. That's the easiest path forward. Why I'm talking to you guys today is I was involved in a case where somebody came to me because they thought there was something wrong. And this was in a small town of Sarnia, Ontario. They had been hurt in a car accident, and they spoke to a local lawyer, and how she described the relationship is something you would never see in London or Toronto. So she was hurt by a driver of a motor vehicle. So we know there's insurance money there if she's legitimately hurt. So that's a no-brainer for a firm like mine or any firm to take on as a client under contingency fee billings. I'm talking to this person, and she says this. She's concerned, she wants a second opinion because the lawyer is not talking to her and is trying to force her to settle. And then all of a sudden she goes, and I've already spent $20,000 on disbursements. And Melissa, my lawyer, one of the lawyers here, and I were like, what? She's like, yeah, I have to give her 1/3, but I had to sign something saying I had to pay for the disbursements. And I can tell you there's nothing that burns my ass more than lawyers who take advantage of people who are just trying to get their lives back. There is no way in the world any lawyer should ever make a client pay disbursements on a motor vehicle accident and take 1/3 of the take. It's offensive to me at my core, maybe because I'm an ex-military guy, maybe because I'm a Crown, but actually it's offensive to my whole firm when I talked about it. But because it's a small town and people don't know their options and they just kind of trust whoever's on the corner, this lady borrowed over $25,000 from her parents, gave it to the lawyer, and now the lawyer is trying to get her to take a settlement that's really not that much, and she's going to take 1/3 of what she gets. So what did the lawyer do? Signed the person up, wrote a couple letters, didn't put out any cash, right? So they have no cash flow demands, and then is going to get the disbursement money back and 1/3. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is it pisses me off, and I want people to know that not all services from all professionals are the same. There's good and bad in every profession, but in this particular circumstance, it's egregious how this person was treated, and you can only get away with it in a small town. Sometimes it happens within ethnic communities where there's language barriers and professionals can take advantage of them. But just so you know, if you're in a car accident and you have a lawsuit, you shouldn't have to pay disbursements. And if you agree, you might negotiate and say, hey, look, I'll pay disbursements, right? But if I pay disbursements, you should only be charging me 20%. And to me, that's fair. Because then the law firm doesn't have to cash flow that money. The caveat, though, is in medical malpractice cases where it's impossible to know if you have a good case until you pay for an expert report, and there's almost no law firms that will pay that $5,000 to $10,000 for the first expert report. That tells you have a case. So often people have to pay that fee up front, and then the law firm will go ahead on a medical malpractice case and still take 1/3. Anyhow, if you have any questions, give us a call, and we're always there to assist you in your legal needs and give you an honest, straightforward answer. Ciao.